It's hard to comment on somebody else's like emotions. What that. Obviously it was a cool moment. Can't say that wasn't, but it's important to our success. Honestly, the most important thing in our success for us to just keep getting better as an offense and as a football team.
What were your emotions like? It was a time I think you were caught maybe doing a chest bump with Derek after his touchdown, and you got pretty worked up yourself. How good of a first game was it, and what was that like getting the game ball?
Well, it's a credit to the players. They're the ones out there operating. And I was really just excited for Derek. He took a ball. Ball wasn't there very long. He took it 75 yards. So really, that emotion was really just excited for Derek in that moment. He made a play.
How different is the defensive challenge you'll face this week? I mean, they run a lot more zone, don't they?
Yeah, every week you got a challenge. Everybody's good, but this is a really good defense. And Eberflus does an awesome job, and those guys fly around. They play hard. Their secondary coach, John Gannon, he and I shared an office for 2 years, and John's a really good football coach, and then their secondary is well coached, good technique. So we got a heck of a challenge.
You heard from him yet?
I have not.
Will you?
Yeah, he'll probably send a text or something, but it will not be anything football related.
How much does those big chunk plays help an offense? You guys had 3, obviously big hitters.
Yeah, they help a lot. Take some pressure off you. You opens up to other things when you're hitting those. You don't feel like everything is caving in on you, but those definitely help. However you get them, the explosive for sure help us.
Significant difference from last year in that regard. I know it's just one game, but I mean there weren't a ton of those last year, right?
I do. I'd rather just comment going forward and just what we're trying to do going forward. Hopefully we can improve on that and do a better job there.
Now, how much do you work on trying to get everybody involved? Some weeks obviously Corey's going to have
Right.
catches and somebody else won't. But what's that like as you try to keep everybody happy or involved?
Yeah, I guess it's really your approach offensively. We feel like we've got a lot of different weapons, and there's certain things we're going to have to do every week depending on who's up, who's down, who's injured, who we're facing, and we'll take it week by week. But Corey had a heck of a game. It's unfortunate and Corey, put it this way, we've got a lot of selfless guys in that locker room. And Corey ran some really good routes. And, things happen in there. You might get pressured out of a pocket. Who knows? He got grabbed on a couple of them. And that play he got grabbed on down in the red zone, he was breaking out of that route, was as good as anything. That's an RBI. He basically caused a penalty by running a really good route. And the most important thing Corey did, and why Corey's such a good teammate, is he blocked. You go back and look at some of those big plays. Corey's at the point of attack. So certainly, yeah, everybody wants to catch footballs, and we're trying to get as many people involved as we can. But there's certain weeks that we may have to say, hey, this is going to be, you're going to be a heavy part of the game plan if we're going to attack this way, or you might not, and everybody in there is going to have to sacrifice.
Dean and this defense have kind of become known as masters of disguise. Mm-hmm. When you guys are facing disguises like that, what's the key to kind of sifting through that?
Yeah, everybody's going to try to disguise different things, and you're looking at them and you're looking at the patterns of their history, and they're always going to throw a new wrinkle at you, and that's where good communication comes in on the sideline, and our staff does a great job of that communication, whether somebody sees it upstairs or downstairs. But it certainly helps, and going against Dean, our defense, it helps. But we know there's going to be a new wrinkle, and that's just the way the game's is evolving.
You guys had a tough start in the running game, but you stuck to it. Is it hard to do that? And when you do that, how much does that benefit the offense?
Yeah, no, it's just like a lot of things. You want to obviously score every play. You call something, and they made a couple plays early, and some of it's self-inflicted, and you got to give them credit. They made plays, and we stuck with it because we knew what we were trying to do to win that game. And then obviously as the game went on, we broke a couple, and it certainly opened some other things up. But yeah, I wasn't going to panic because it didn't work the first or second time.
When DeMarco was here, I think Marcus was among the league leaders in play action percentage. Is it coincidence that all 3 of those touchdowns came on play action this last week?
It was just the way that we were trying to play that game, and it may be different week to week. If we got to go out and throw the ball 50 times, we'll do that. If that's it, when Coach Vrabel sets the parameters of the week and how he envisions the 3 phases plan, if that gives us our best advantage, we'll drop back and throw it 50 times we need. If we got to run it 50 times, we'll do it. It's just the way that game happened that we needed to do to try to win that game on Sunday.
Is there something to him being especially good in those scenarios, though?
Well, I think a lot of quarterbacks, if it alwa's got to tie together, but if you do get things that run in the play action, there's certainly some easier windows to throw through, and that's any quarterback in the league, or really at any level.
How good was it to see A.J. Brown make the contributions he made the other day, especially a rookie who missed a good chunk of training camp?
Yeah, we got a lot of faith in whoever's out there, and if you're out there on our offense, like, and the ball gets thrown away, we expect you to. But obviously, it was a good start for AJ as his first NFL game, and we just expect him to keep improving, and just like I got to keep improving as a coach.
What did Jack do so well on the right side of the offensive line to have so much success against Vernon and Garrett when he lined up there?
Well, no, he just like the whole offensive line. They played well. They protected well. I mean, there's a couple calls I wish I had back that I felt like caused us, some of those pressures. But Jack played a solid football game. Jack's done a great job since he's been here in the spring, and he, like a lot of people, he's put his head down. He's gone to work and tried to improve, and it was good to see Jack played well.
For his whole career, what are some of the things you've seen him do to progress and as a player?
A lot of these guys, there's a lot of reps that go in as an offensive lineman, or really in any position. The more reps you take, naturally, hopefully, you just get better. And Jack's played a lot of football for us, so it was good to see him.
In that category too, I guess, a more reps you take. How do you do a left tackle, and do you think he'll just get more comfortable as his next couple
Sure.
years?
We asked a lot of Dennis. I mean, he had, he spent all spring in the right, and we moved him over right when camp started. And, just like the rest of those guys, Dennis has done a nice job. He's finding it's more comfortable for him over there.
Is there any sense after the game, a little bit of relief on your part? Not only did you get through that first game, but it went well also.
Yeah, no, I mean, we just wanted to win. Sure, there's certain things you don't want to go out there and get blanked. But, no, it was good to see our guys, they executed and played well. And we didn't, whether we scored, we won 9-6 or however we won by, it didn't matter. We just wanted to get the win. And no matter what, that's the thing that can fool you. We don't want to get complacent and look at pat ourselves on the back. We did a great job. Like, that's the worst thing that can happen to us, because there's a lot of stuff we got to clean up, and there's a lot of things I got to do to be better.
Got a touchdown on defense, but you think you raise expectations so high that people will be expecting 40 points every week?
We'll try to score as many points as we can. Things broke our way, and the defense did a great job, and we played really complimentary football, and that's what we try to do, and we're able to convert off those turnovers. We got touchdowns, but that's a credit to the defense, really credit to the whole team.